And I'm Sharon.
Come along with us today as we have adventure at
Sweetwater Valley Farms.
Is this everybody's first time here on the farm? Yeah? Is anybody grow up on a farm or work on a farm? We got a couple people. It's always good to have somebody that can keep me honest and make sure I don't rattle off too much nonsense. Well, my name's Max. I'm real happy, like I said, real happy you guys could be here joining us here at Sweetwater Valley Farm. We're a dairy farm here in Philadelphia, Tennessee. If it's your first time to Philadelphia, welcome. We're a town that we have a lot more cows than people. We're proud of that. Not a whole lot else, but we got cows. Like I said, we're a dairy farm. We milk about 1,700 cows a day here on our farm. Barn we're going to go tour down here today. We milk about 450 cows in this facility. In total, we milk across 3 different facilities. So that herd, the dairy herd in total, is going to be a little bit closer to about 2,500 cows. When you include calves and heifers and dry cows. We also have about 1,000 mamas and baby beef cows spread out a little bit everywhere. In total, we farm about 4,000 acres. Where we are here is kind of the northern side of our farm, northern side of our land base. We stretch as far down as Etowah and Cleveland, but majority of our croplands kind of closer probably towards from here down towards Sweetwater, even maybe down towards Nyota and Athens a little bit if you know the area. So as a farm, we are a producer for Mayfield's Dairy Farm. If you all know the area, you know that yellow jug. Some of that milk's ours going in there. So this past year we were about 65 million pounds of milk to Mayfield's. This year we're looking for about 70 million. So we're about 3 semi loads a day down into the Mayfield's plant. If you're looking for something else to do today, it's always a good stop down in Athens. They're about 30 miles down the road. You can go down and see what happens to the milk after we send it to them. So 3 semi-loads a day into there. During the cheese making season for us, which is about January through July, we'll keep about 2 to 3 trailer loads a week here. We'll make some batches of cheese. So I'll be sure to point out while we're outside here, across the parking lot's our cheese plant. In front of our plant's a retail store. We have samples out in front of the store so you can try all the good cheeses that we make. We make about 30 different flavors of cheese and Swiss. And I run the cheese plant, so if you don't like it, please don't hurt my feelings. I got pretty thin skin. Also, it's a good opportunity for you to buy a block of cheese. We'll check your car to make sure you have some in your car before you leave. It's kind of your validated parking ticket out of here. But it's all good. So definitely, if you have some time after, join us for a milkshake or grilled cheese, and try some cheese there in the plant as well. Okay, very cool. My wife tends to say that I smell that way. Oh, very good. All right. Point out our mission statement about what we do and why we do it. Take a chance to check that out if you can. Our people wall. I always like to point out, other than the fact that I'm not on a people wall, something important to us. We do have about 65 folks who work here full time on the farm every day. It's a lot of hard work to do working on a dairy farm, right? So we're real proud of the folks that help us do that. Something I think that's pretty cool is we have 3 what I call multi-generational families on the farm. Those are instances where either mom or dad came to work for us in the 80s or the 90s, and their kids would start working here. And in one case, we had grandmother still working over in the cheese plant. Her sons are here, and then they have some children here as well. So I think it speaks a little bit about the business that folks are still don't mind their kids carrying on and doing what we do. When you kind of look at the dairy business from a kind of a high view, I mentioned we're a processor or a producer for Mayfields. So as a farm, a challenge to the business in a lot of ways is we're a price taker, we're not a price maker. So when we go to the milk plant with our truck of milk every day, I can't tell Mr. Mayfield that this is a pretty good tank of milk, and we worked really hard to make it and get a few more bucks. It doesn't really work that way. I'm just going to get paid with how milk's trading that day on the Chicago market. So we're kind of regulated to a federal milk price from that regard, which is where cheese kind of has come into play for us as a business. So we're able to take some milk out of the market. About last year, we processed about 5 million pounds of milk into cheese, and so able to kind of move some of that milk out of full production or out of market production and move it into something that we can turn into a product and sell into the marketplace ourselves.
How many pounds of milk to a pound of cheese?
10 to 1. 10 to 1, so about 500,000 pounds of cheese last year. So y'all, hopefully you're hungry. we got a lot of cheese to sell. But yeah, so we're, and then okay, different elements like that. We've always tried to be kind of an innovative farm. A lot of technology helping us do what we do every day. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I can't keep track of 1,700 cows in my head. So we have to have software that helps us do a lot of that. Software and technology. You'll see different things, like you'll see the robots here in a few minutes. Necklaces, all of our cows wear necklaces that help us track them. You may see the tractors driving around. I always like to share with the people who come to visit with us and point out those are just the tools that help us do what we do. And in my opinion, where a lot of the tech is today is in the cows themselves. Sounds corny, but I think really pretty amazing what we've seen with dairy cows in the last couple of decades. Peroxide solution. And it's going to clean her off and prepare her to be milked. There's no cows, so it's making it look like we got a minute here, don't we? So it's going to clean her off twice, and then it's going to use lasers on that arm. It's going to use lasers, and it's going to hook up those teacups one at a time. And it'll begin harvesting that milk into that machine.
Okay, Jeff, what are you having today?
I've got the big cheese. It's the owner of the farmer's favorite. We've got Hamilton cheese. We got some tomato. We got some bacon, some pickles, and on sourdough bread. Looks pretty good and interesting to me. I'll tear into it here shortly. What do you want to tear into here in a minute?
I'm going to have the bologna, or bologna, depending on where you're from.
So, what are you having today, Aunt Sharon?
I got the bologna. See how thick that is? With the cheese.
Here.
That looks
There we go.
delicious.
Yes, it does.
Well, if you're nice, I'll give you a bite of mine.
I'm going to stick with what I got.
Okay, all right. So we're here at after the farm tour, and we've come back to the shop, and we've decided to have one of the delicious milkshakes for an afternoon snack. What kind of milkshake did you get?
I have cookies and scream. It's like Oreo cookie in the vanilla milkshake.
Okay, we'll have a taste of it and see if it lives up to its reputation.
I believe it does.
I believe it does, okay.
Little chunks of cookie in there.
Okay, and that's made with milk here on the farm.
Right.
And I had the dreamsicle, and I opted for the whipped cream and sprinkles on top. I felt festive today, so I'm going to have that.
Like the
That's very good. That reminds me of those little
push-ups.
push-ups you used to have when you were a kid. So,
Cheers.
so we're closing out our day here at Sweetwater Valley Farm. We've had a full day. We took the farm tour. We had lunch. Then after the tour, we had a little pick-me-up milkshake, and we toured the cheese shop, and it's just been a fun day.
It has been. The tour was pretty informative. Got staff's all been pleasant, helpful. Service has been quick. We're offering milkshake too. We can air sandwiches. Just overall, a great experience. I think this has been.
And we bought 4 kinds of cheeses, and we got some smoked Gouda, and we tasted it because they have samples there. You could taste it, and it was very Gouda.
Very good. Yes, it was.
So we're getting ready to head out from our farm adventure today.
Do we have to?
Now I could leave you here. I know you like to do farm work, so that'd work out. I come up, pick you back up, Lynn, couple months?
Yes.
Okay. So as we head out, don't forget to have adventure today.